After years of delays and development issues, The Flash finally got released, and it did deliver an enjoyable superhero movie experience overall. Although it may not be a masterpiece, but it hits the right notes with its mix of fun moments, emotional depth, and dark undertones. The storyline is undoubtedly strong, but it is also very complex. Especially the ending, it presents a complicated series of scenes and unanswered questions. And at the end, it gets a bit confusing to solidify just where The Flash and the DC Universe as a whole stand after that. So here we're going to dive deep into the creative yet confusing ending of The Flash movie. Let's start from the beginning. The Flash takes us on a thrilling journey as Barry Allen travels back in time to save his mother. However, this seemingly simple act creates a ripple effect through time, resulting in a new and unstable timeline, where General Zod is alive, Superman doesn't exist, and Batman has aged significantly. Barry Allen gets stuck in this whole new world. And now both the Barrys, Batman, and Supergirl, band together to fight against the overwhelming might of the Kryptonian army. However, their efforts prove futile, and both Batman and Supergirl meet their demise. Despite multiple attempts to alter the timeline, Barry realizes that the destruction of this Earth is unavoidable. He accepts that he can't change the past and have let his mother go. Just when things couldn't get any more complicated, Dark Flash emerges from the Speed Force. As it turns out, he is an older version of young Barry who has spent his entire life trying to fix a timeline where his mother is alive. Then the clash between the Barrys and Dark Flash unleashes chaos in the multiverse. Universes collide, tears appear, but it's a visually stunning spectacle, and also nostalgic with all the cameos of some of the iconic past DC superheroes. As Dark Flash tries to stop Barry from resetting the timeline, young Barry sacrifices himself by jumping in front of the attack, leading to the deaths of both versions of Barry. The Flash then rewinds time, healing the multiverse and restoring each universe to its original state. Then Barry makes the tough decision to return to the past and undo the changes that saved his mother's life. By removing a simple can of tomatoes from the equation, his mother's fate is sealed once again. But there's a twist. Barry's actions have still altered the timeline, as at the end when he calls Bruce, he encounters a completely different version of him at the courthouse, leaving Barry and all of us in a state of confusion about the timeline he's in and what might happen. And then comes the post-credit scene, where we see Barry visiting Aquaman and discussing about George Clooney's Batman. But Aquaman appears to be in his own world, quite drunk literally. And although the scene does confirm that Jason Momoa's Aquaman exists in this new timeline, but it does not lead to anywhere, and I personally found the scene disappointing. So what does this all mean for the DC Universe? Well, it's uncertain. It's a complex ending that leaves us in a state of confusion, pondering what lies ahead. The Flash found himself in another new timeline, but it's unlikely to be the main DC Universe going forward. And according to me, the Warner Brothers is testing the waters right now, waiting to see how The Flash and Aquaman 2 performs at the box office. If these films perform well, we might see them reintegrated into the new DC Universe. But if not, they will be left behind with George Clooney's Bruce Wayne.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.